Right, so I've got all dark grey and black and shit, but these are still light grey. So they're going for dark grey ones. Yeah, so the old one just pulls off like that and pushes in. The metal sits between these two rubbers here, and you just push it in all the way around. Also, for anyone wondering how I did the door cards, they're just dark grey vibe door cards, those. But I wanted the SI fabric, just because I think it's pretty funky. I am trying to find this fabric somewhere in the world, or someone that can recreate it, because I'd like to do the centre of the Recaros in that as well. But yeah, you just have to swap all the black plastics over to your door card. Obviously in an SI you have grey interior, so this part here that runs along the bottom, that little strip, will be light grey, the same colour as this. So I just painted that black. It's a lot darker than the dark grey, but once the door's shut you don't notice. But I think the darker grey is a nicer interior than the light grey. But yeah, you can get the Sport Plus, the 1.4 second facelift, has a black interior, black and red. But there's a couple of second facelifts that have a dark grey interior, and it's just a lot nicer when you're sat inside and everything's dark. It makes it feel a little bit newer, I think. So yeah. So I'm also changing the rear plastics because they are. I'm also changing the rear plastics because they are grey to them ones that are dark grey. I shall do that now. Yeah, so basically these pop off, but first you need to take the cap that sits on top of that, just pops off with a flathead screwdriver. Then you undo that nut, take that off, undo the rear nut there. This is to get your rear door cards off, by the way. Oh yeah, and you can see it just pops off. But you need to take the seat belt off that rail there, then feed the seat belt and that through that hole. This little surround here pops out as well, and you can fit all of that through that hole. Yeah, I'll do that now. With these poppers on these door cards, I found it's a lot easier just to absolutely rag them out in one go. If you start going slow and trying to pry them out, sometimes you either snap the plastic or leave all the poppers in. So yeah, just rag it out. That is not that size. Your bottom seatbelt nut, your bottom seatbelt bolt size is 17.
Alright.
That impact gun stinks.
Sorry,
It doesn't matter, just doing it for a laugh. I'm doing it for a laugh. I try not to be serious, but I can't quite be my normal self on camera because people will just think I need to section in. Yeah, Dave's got a YouTube called what? Dave Does Bits. It's usually just him driving somewhere and him talking in a really loud car, so you'll enjoy that.
At Lomax D on YouTube, thanks.
Your top seatbelt nut is a 14. They're usually quite tight, so I would advise using a ratchet to undo them first and then use an impact gun or something. But don't care. Then same thing for this. Just pops off. And then you've got this bit. That pops off, and then your whole seatbelt assembly. It's easier to get that bit through first. Whole seatbelt assembly goes through that hole, and then you should be free. Then same again in reverse. All right. No. Wow, I promise you no one will struggle as much as that. That was ridiculous. You can then put your seatbelt back on. No, you can't. You need to put your pillar on first. If you have rear pop-out windows in cars that don't have rear pop-out windows, they don't have a cutout in the pillar trim. So these nuts here will be hard to get to without the cutout. You can either cut out see what I mean about the cutouts. On your new trim you can either cut them out, they still do fit, but you just can't get to the bolts. But if ever I need to get to the bolts, I'm just going to pull the trim out, and you should be able to get to them. But yeah, it's literally up to you whether you want to start hacking trim pieces up. So you slightly pout and like tense your forehead so you get loads of wrinkles.
Why do? It's just my resting face. I think it looks too long. You know what I mean?
I hate my face, honestly. I've just watched that video that I just recorded back, and I look so fat. It is unreal. but there's nothing I can do to hide it, so I'm just going to carry on and hope people don't call me fat. And you can loop your seatbelt back onto the rail. Make sure it's straight because you don't want to be undoing it all again. Push it back down. You can put your top seatbelt piece back on. I am going to be painting that at some point because it's light grey and it's the only thing that's left that's light grey. 14mm. Put your bottom piece back in. Voila! Right, it's in. Dark grey. Looks shitter in my opinion, but I want it all similar colours, so. Let's see what Dave's doing.
Dobbin in the filler, is it, lad?
Ooh, get that on there, nice.
Trying to get it.
Yeah, you want to spread that.
Oh shit. Slightly.
Spread that round.
I need to take off this bit because it needs to.
Oh, you've gone.
The filling needs to be done between the bonnet and the extension piece. But it's quite a talent actually because it's not that easy.
Are you going to fill it so it's flat with that?
No, I'm just going to take the...
Because it naturally has a little...
Yeah, I'm going to try and take the divot out where it drops.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not doing it, so I don't care, but... No, I appreciate you.
It just needs to be... I just want to take the fucking big dirty lip out of there, because it looks shit.
Yeah. It's going to look sick. Oh, this is Dave's... This is Dave's MX-5 that he is currently building, just like a little drift car. Looks pretty spicy. Recently put some wheels on. Nice cheapy boys, so when he runs into a wall and smashes them, he can just buy a whole nother wheel for 70 quid. Yeah, he did. He crashed and he literally wrote off this whole rear quarter. Really, you couldn't get a light in. This bit of metal here was like near the aerial, and there was no arch left here because of rust. And our friend Ben that works over there, Dr. Mods, sorted us out. You wouldn't even really know. Unless you look really closely, you can see it's been painted, but for a drift car it looks sick. Yeah, Ben's also doing like really, cheap paint jobs for drift cars, so it'll be the same sort of finish as this bumper. His whole kit, he painted his whole kit, so if you just want a cheap paint job,
It doesn't have to be pretty.
it's probably going to be, most people crash anyway.
I reckon that kit will probably be painted another 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
After skidding. Especially the skirts. The skirts are so much.
Well, it's going to hit the floor loads, isn't it? So.
Okay. It's about having fun, isn't it?
That's exactly right. It's about having fun and being with your friends and respecting each other.
I'm not sure about that.
And just having a dead good time, mate, yeah. And also fucking kicking your cars out of there. What do you have to do to that now?
Wait for it.
What's it going to do?
Well, you see, it'll start changing colour. And then
What fucking colour does it go to, lad?
blends into the Nissan blue.
As long as it's fucking somewhat flat, you won't. Well, you always notice filler under paint more than.
Not necessarily. Every high build primer flat. Putting it on its corners because you haven't got any corners left.
Oh, they're flat. Oh, and there's no.
Looks like my carbon bonnet on my Civic.
She's got the flat edges, lad.
And he definitely let it catch the top of the wing as well.
Oh no, he didn't. Fucking brand new paint as well. Allow. Oh, it looks nice at this angle. It's because you're so fucking tall, it looks low.
Just needs wheels.
And skirts. Yeah, also, I have some stickers for sale soon. I have none on my car, but Dave has some. I can't turn the camera around. Dave has one in his car. They're that. Looks nice, it's glittery. You can have it in other colours. If anyone wants one,
I rate it.
let me know. Also, if anyone needs stickers making, I have a good friend that will do it at a good price. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you want me to start doing these stickers. I know I'm not a big channel or anything, but they're cool looking stickers, so put one on your car like Dave has. Yeah, so we're just waiting for the filler to dry and then we'll do a bit of sanding. Oh, Dave's literally coming to sand now. I don't know how much of this I'll get done in one video, but like I said, I'm going to start fucking videoing everything.
Sun on it, fresh tattoos.
Sunny, is it? Oh, Dave got a new tattoo. Do you want to see it? That's fucking nice, mate. I wish I had one like that. Don't tell him, but I've got exactly the same tattoo, so.
Got one foot up. Did you see that?
No.
So you've got like a double dip. You've got one there. Or does
They
that
have-
follow the whole way down?
That line there on the bonnet that
Yeah.
goes all the way
You
down.
want them to keep that?
No. Will it be too hard? As long as we fade it
Not
into
sure.
flat at the same side, same bit each side, you won't know, will
I
you?
reckon we should have like a slight dip as it comes down, because otherwise it's gonna. Well, it's just gonna be hard to flat all of that to the same level, isn't it?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, it's not hard. Excuse me, but it's just gonna be a bit of a ball ache to keep it.
I don't think we'll ever get that ridge back. Just do it flat.
I'll try my best.
We're going to need to fill down there more.
I think we need to mask off your grill as well, because I'm gonna end up
Well,
sanding it.
let's repaint my grill at some point anyway.
Okay. I put a lot of that in there. I'm trying to block it as well to stop it from fucking getting loads of dips in it. So when we paint it, it's gonna be nice.
She looks flat.
I think we need to skim a bit further out. Yeah, maybe bring the skim to like here.
Just so we can get a bit of a curve on.
Yeah, just get rid of that fucking transition between the two.
Yeah. Yeah, we can leave that flat there, where that ridge goes.
I think so.
We'll just, because that's going to be well hard to get in, isn't it?
We'll try and leave, like, we'll try and lose it, like, gradually. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But if we don't get that ridge
Really just don't
back,
want to scratch any of this.
hang on.
The metal ain't even straight up.
Well,
High
that's.
spot there. That is a literal high spot.
Oh yeah. I did have to hammer the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't, for the fucking life of me, get them to clear the glass.
Yeah.
Whenever I wanted to bend it obviously it's a flat bit of metal, so as soon as if I wanted to bend the bottom out, it bent the top out,
Yeah, it's gonna
and I
burn,
couldn't
yeah.
get a flat weld on, so we just decided to weld the fuck out of them to withstand hammering, and then just hammer sort of a curve into them.
I didn't realise, you know when we did your pig,
Yeah.
how long ago that actually was? We cut the arches out.
Fucking years, man.
Crazy.
Well, I haven't had that car.
For well over 2 years.
Yeah, it was like, I think it was nearly 3 years ago I got rid of that.
Mad, isn't it?
To the scrapyard in the sky. Up there, the P.
Alright.
Rest in peas.
Oh, I like it. Rest in peace.
Oh, I wish my car was white. Oh, it's fallen out.
Oh,
Do you want a foam pad?
yeah, please.
Slide that under your knees.
For the ultimate in safety precautions.
Save the knees.
Save the knees, because they're getting hard to come by now. And
I've got the need for knees.
isn't that a song?
What? I've got the need for
The
knees.
need for speed.
Woo!
I got it.
Oh,
Need for
what have I
speed.
done? Yeah, when the cops come, all I hear is whoop 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 whoop.
Oh yeah, boy. That feels quite alright, actually.
There's no lip there. You can feel the high spots in the metal though, can't you?
Yeah.
That's nice. As long as we get them similar, it doesn't have to be. It's not a fucking show car, is it? It doesn't have to be perfect.
No, but you don't want it looking like a fucking golf ball, do you?
No.
Can't be having that. Not on my watch. We'll do like a proper light skin. That needs some in there.
Yeah, to
I
bring
don't know
that
how we're going
flat.
to lose that though. That's my only worry. It was cool though, wasn't it? This just needs leveling up here.
We should just. Are you going to leave that there then, and just fill to there, and just sort of lose it?
Yeah,
here?
because you know between
Because
these two
that's
points,
nice there.
yeah, between these 2 points, obviously with the block, I'm hitting a high spot there, and
And
that's
you're never gonna touch
that is
that.
almost level.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I don't know what that would look like now with a bit of primer on it, but I mean we could have a look, but I'm just trying to get a rough sort of
that feels fine.
level. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll just bring that bit in there.
Yeah, I think so.
As long as it's fucking somewhat near, you know me, I don't want it. I don't care if it's perfect.
Is that metal? Or do you think that's metal? That's metal there. That'll be metal to like what there? So that's that bit then, isn't it? The natural bit. There's lost on that side there. Yeah, because that natural bit will go down there, innit? You will need to get this down to metal and then see if we need to find a little bit filler in the bit. Yeah, yeah, we need to just push that little gap there. This tiny little gap. I've got the block somewhere else.
You know, you were saying that's sharp.
Oh shit! Mate, that's pissing out.
Ambulance!
Which bit? Here? Have you literally just cut fucking out? It's coming out like fuck. Call ambulance. Still going. Do you feel woozy yet? You got your AIDS blood everywhere. You alright? Aaron? Hello? Oh, I thought you passed out, Smith. Alright?
Yeah.
You taped yourself up.
First aid. So we're here. We're at this point now where we've flattered it, found imperfections. Dave's put more filler on. I'm talking like I know what I'm doing, but I don't. This side's nearly done. I did a cut on my finger.
Got a ridge that we need to fill there.
There's my blood. That's that
That's
standard.
literally it. Literally
That's that standard one.
From there to there.
Yeah, we're having issues with this. Well, not issues, just deciding what to do. This ridge, that swage line on the bonnet there, you can see, runs all the way down till it goes flat near the grill. It runs to about, if I remember, this middle fin. I think it runs to about here and then sort of meets this edge where the normal light would be, because the edge would be there, up here. So on this side we've just got rid of the ridge and we're just going to go flat, and we're going to lose the ridge.
Just a bit of a cleaner look, innit?
About here, just so it's flat. Yeah, and it's easier for us because we don't have to try and fucking sand in a ridge that's the perfect.
Never get it right.
Yeah, yeah. So we might as well just get rid of it and make that flat. I didn't have a ridge on the old one and no one ever noticed.
No.
I mean, people used to say it looked fucking mental, and you could still see like the odd bits of filler here and there. So this one should be a little bit better. But big up Sam Warburton. He's a guy that I'm still friends with him. I just don't see him anymore. He lives in Burton. He used to. A lot of the guys that used to be in his unit used to bang a race Micras, so he usually had a lot laying about. I think he had a couple as well. But yeah, if you're in the area and you need a few bits doing, I'm sure he'd help. He's got a mad Micra build going on at the moment, where I don't know if you've seen it. There's that viral picture of like a roll cage that was like a rising sun. Yeah, it's Sam from Burton. Yeah, that was the guy that did it. I mean, he's not a fabricator by trade or anything, but he just keeps going at it, and he's just got super good at it. He did the original bonnet on the P. He fillered it and painted it as well, I think. So he can do a little bit of everything. So if you need any mad fab stuff, I'm sure he'd be happy to help. But yeah, definitely have a look at his Instagram. I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, his mic was going to be pretty nuts. But yeah, this will probably be it for this video, because we need to get some stuff done. The next video will just be finishing off these, possibly banging some primer on. Probably.
I'd like to point out to the ladies and gentlemen how smooth that is. It's like my bowl bag.
It's dead hairy though.
Is it that?
Who knows? Touching it. I probably won't paint it on the next video because we've got quite a few bits to paint, so I'll wait until the whole car's ready. I've got to paint all the bottom half, everything under the swage line down. I've got to paint the boot registration light recess because I rattle canned it and it looks cat compared to the rest of the car. And I've got to paint the bottom half of the doors and the rear quarter on that side. So we'll crack on. Yeah. And I'll see you in the next video. Say bye.